Aidan, I was wondering, you guys scored on 3 of your first drives. Offense looked pretty sharp early. What did you think of that first half performance, and then what was the difference in the second half where you guys weren't as effective moving the ball?
First half, energy, adrenaline came out shooting, came out firing. Second half, I think, they made adjustments. Then they're a good team, made adjustments. But at the same time, we got to just come out and execute, and we didn't do our job. Simple as that. It's frustrating, it's disappointing, but at the end of the day, we got the win, so I can't really be mad. But at the end of the day, we got to do better. We just got to finish stronger.
Aidan, I'm curious, when you're in a situation where the rhythm is sort of falling off and you guys are trying to get back on track, what are the things you guys can do as an offense to get back on track?
I like to go in the huddle, just be like, take a deep breath. Just, go in there, take a deep breath. We move it too fast. We just need to slow it down, continue to do what we've been doing, just play our game. And I think we just we can't let other teams get it, I'm sorry, I can't talk. It's been a long day. But can't let other teams, dictate our pace, our speed, and how we operate. So we just got to go out there and do our thing, play our game, and, it is what it is.
I know the last couple of years, and even last year with you, staying on the field was a big thing for the offense. You were struggling to do that. You were able to kind of dominate the time of possession, even if the points weren't there. I'm wondering how much what you saw from your offensive line to kind of keep the chains moving, but also keep the clock moving and keep the defense fresh, how much that played a factor today?
It's big, when the O-line is holding up well, they make things go. It starts with them. But, it's also hard when we didn't really get a lot of film on them because, new defensive coordinator and everything. But, came out and we still did what we had to do. And O-line did a good job and came out and protected me as much as they could. And, there's a few hiccups here and there, but at the end of the day, it's first game, and things are going to happen like that. So, yeah.
Does that, for the O-line, does that make their performance maybe a little better because they didn't really have the same kind of film that they usually have to study?
The O-line did great, yeah. They had some mess-ups, just some miscommunication things. But at the end of the day, we all had some. As a quarterback, as a running back, receivers, we all had miscommunication. And, again, first game, get the jitters out, get the hiccups out, and, grow next week.
Aidan, how would you compare your comfort level in this game to last year against FAU?
A lot more comfortable. I would ask you though. Did you see me more comfortable? That's a real thing. It's just I felt like I belonged. I felt like I was just ready to go. I was ready to. I could sit there in the pocket and throw the ball. I could escape when I had to escape, and I just felt like I was dictating the game. I felt like the game was under my control, and went out there and played how I did.
Aidan, we've talked with you this offseason. You mentioned, trying to grow with the mental part of the game. You come into game one against a new DC with no real history. What sort of challenge was that for you, just sort of figuring that out on the fly, and how you feel like you did in that respect?
Yeah, it's difficult at first, looking at it, it's difficult, going into the game. But at the end of the day, you're going to see what they do within the first few drives. So then the first few drives hit, and we went out there and scored and did what we had to do. And we kind of got to, adjust to what they did. So came out and just ran off what they've been doing, what their tendencies have been. And, just after the first quarter, we really had a real, we could tell on what they were going to do. And we just got to execute better at the end of the day. But, yeah.
I also want to ask you, if you guys are able to run the ball the way you were early in the game, what could that do for this offense if you extrapolate out to a season?
You saw it opens up the offense. We can open up the entire playbook once the run game hits, and it did. The running back, Makai had 100 yards today, 13 touches, 14 touches, and yeah, he did great. He toted the ball well, and it was just, the run game. We like to talk about it, marry the run with the pass, and we want to be able to run the ball and throw the ball. So running the ball for sure opens up everything.
Aidan, you always hold yourself accountable. What kind of grade would you give yourself for the opening performance? And what happened on the play when you came off? Did you land funny on your arm or your shoulder?
No, I got the wind knocked out of me. I'm good. Yeah, I was just, it looks soft, huh? That's on me. But nah, I got the wind knocked out of me though. But what's it called? Grade? I could be better. C+. There's things that I can work on. There's things that I need to work on. And just continue to grow each week. But we didn't score, we didn't finish, and part of it is on me. So I'll take the blame. Yeah, C+.
Yeah, Aidan, since the summer we've been talking about you gaining the 20 extra pounds. You had a few explosive runs. What did that actually feel like, being able to make that contact, and how did that feel, having the extra weight but still feeling that you had your speed and agility and all that?
Felt good, man. I felt great. I just felt like I felt like I got snubbed on my longer run, the little cutback. But I guess I stepped out at the 9. I really don't know what happened. But yeah, I just felt like I could bounce off tackles easier. I just felt like I wasn't as easy to bring down, and but there's times where the weight got to me and I was tired, things like that, stuff like that. So it's just things that I need to work on. But overall, it felt good. Didn't feel any different from last year. Just felt like I was still playing football.
Aiden, you've got at least 11 more games this season. Do you like where you guys are at as a starting point?
I do like where we're at. This is better than what we did last year. We came out and we executed to it to an extent. We came out and scored, came out and did what we had to do. But at the end of the day, we just got to finish, and that was the goal last year too. But we got to the red zone a few times and we just didn't score. So that's things like that. Or we got past the 50 a few times and we couldn't drive after that. So it's just stuff like that. But I think this team has a lot of we're one play away from just being a great team. And we're going to continue working on that and just, going at practice with a different mentality, chip on your shoulder, and going out there and just making things work.
All right, Jim, and then Chris to wrap us. Jim?
Can you tell me about Omari Kelly? Looks like you had a connection with him, third downs, out routes, crossing routes, and so forth. You got a connection brewing with him, and it looked like a real good comfort level. What does that do to the offense? Tell me about that connection.
You have a veteran guy that knows how to get open. It's really makes my job pretty easy. He does his job. He runs his route right. He gets open. It makes my job pretty simple. All the receivers though, they did a great job today. I think they ran routes really well and came out and if things worked a little better, we probably would have got some more plays off. But stuff happens. First game again. But at the end of the day, I think everybody did a really good job.
I wanted to ask you. There was one play, a fourth down play around midfield. It looked like you wanted to keep the offense out there, and coaches brought out Eckley. I wanted to get your opinion on the job that Ryan Eckley did today with the punt and pins that he had, but also kickoffs and all the field goal attempt that you guys got him there. How tough is that for a guy to make that transition? Had he been repping that much for you guys?
He ain't kicked the field goal in 3 weeks. He told me after the game. But he's he's resilient. We come out here, we're Spartan dogs. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to come out, somebody go down, we get up, and we go back, and keep pushing. But Eckley did a great job today. Pinned him in a 1, got us a safety. Defense, he got him a safety. But Eckley did a great job today, just punting the ball and everything. He also says he can play quarterback too. I believe him. He did his job today. So he did amazing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.